Okay. Check.
Welcoming speech. Brief Garden Metaphor Edition. Good morning.
Good morning.
Eh? One more time. Good morning. Yeah, there we go. And welcome to this service of the Keene Unitarian Universalist Church, or KUUC. I am Sherry Buskey, your guard of our garden gates for today, welcoming you to our historic 1824 sanctuary and lovely green campus. We welcome you, whoever you are, whomever you love, wherever you are on your stroll through the breathtaking garden of life, you are welcome here. Each week we designate an ambassador, a master keeper of our garden's knowledge, whom you can ask anything about our church, our faith, our community. Today's ambassador is our very own Deb McClay. And happy birthday last week, by the way. We invite you to sign the guest book located at the front of our sanctuary. Please join us for coffee or tea in our parish hall following the service through the doors to my right. Today, please join Frank Dubisky during coffee hour to share your experiences and impressions of Reverend Rowan's ordination on May 17th. Frank will have a table set up here in Parish Hall for your discussions. Think about, did the ordination change your perspective of KUUC? And if so, how? How were you impacted by this event? We welcome all children in our sanctuary and believe that the sounds and any flower headbands they may make are sacred. Your cell phones, however, we appreciate more when silenced and eventually, someday, recycled properly, of course. May you find today and continually through the summer inspiration from our wide variety of events over the year. I'm sorry, I'm breaking up because I can't believe this is our last service. Wow. Thank you for bringing so many of our projects to fruition and maintaining our program's lovely verdant shade of green. God bless you all. Today we are proud to have in our pulpit our newly ordained minister, the Reverend Rowan Van Ness. Woo! To lead our celebration of our glorious communion with nature.
Good morning. It is so good to be together again. Today, as you know, is our annual Flower Sunday service. We come together on the last service of the official church year, though many of us will continue to gather next week for the annual meeting and in other ways throughout the summer. We come together to give thanks to one another, to mourn, to celebrate, to give thanks for the year, and to begin to dream about the next. On the order of service, everyone should have received a sticky note, an orange flower like this one, at least if you're here in person. Sorry, folks online. Please raise your hand if you do not have one of these, or if you need a pen or a writing implement, and someone will bring you one. As you hold your flower in your hand, think back on our year together. What are you thankful for in this community? In a word or in a short phrase, please write down a meaningful memory, an experience that made a difference for you, or a gesture that filled you with gratitude. What you are thankful for from this year in the life of the congregation. We will collect these flowers during the offering and share them later in the service. Our opening words today are, in lieu of flowers, by the Reverend Scotchko. When I die, I don't want anything in lieu of flowers. I want flowers, 1,000,000 flowers. I want that church to look like a tropical greenhouse. I want my distant relatives to compete over who can send the biggest arrangement with the most tangential, sparkly ribbon reading second cousin or step-aunt-in-law. I want the attendees to be given an order of service and a tablet of Claritin when they come in. I want my loved ones to be surrounded by an extravagance of beauty. It's a waste of money, I've heard people say, and with good reason. So is glitter, and great cocktails, and colorful patterned curtains, and train travel to places I've never been before. We could all sit down on a hard bench in a plain white room and eat nothing but gruel until we die. But that's not why we're here. It's not how I lived, and it's not what I want my funeral to look like. They'll just die in a few days, people say. Yes, and isn't that the point at a funeral? To have some consolation that even though everything is always dying, life is still flowering somewhere, hopefully nearby, and is still beautiful. We have one lifetime to spend working against entropy, one life's work of energy to exert, putting things in an order that makes sense. One variable span of time to fight against the pull of the earth and its gravity. I want there to be so many flowers at my funeral that it's immediately apparent to passersby that my life's project was to enjoy being here, and that I cared to arrange the greatest possible concentration of what is wonderful and precious around me. I invite Suzanne Butcher to come forward and light our chalice. Please join me in the words printed in your order of service. We kindle this flame to remind ourselves of the light of truth, the warmth of community, and the fire of commitment. And now rise in body or in spirit and join in singing hymn number 1000, Morning Has Come.
Wait, yeah. Pick up two.
Our time for all ages today is the flower communion, just a story about it, not the communion yet. A story of community and beauty. The flower ceremony was created by Norbert Čapek, who lived from 1870 to 1942. He founded the Unitarian Church in what we now call the Czech Republic, then it was Bohemia. On June 4th, 1923, he introduced this ritual to his congregation for the very first time. Čapek had been searching for a way to bring his people together, something that was symbolic, that would express unity without requiring everyone to believe the same things. See, many in his congregation had come from other faiths, especially Catholicism, and they had left those traditions behind on purpose. A traditional Christian communion with bread and wine would not have felt right to them. He needed something new, something beautiful and inclusive. So he took to the earth, and seeing how it was springtime, what he saw were flowers. The result was a service that felt deeply spiritual, but didn't ask anyone to set aside who they were. In fact, it did the opposite. People were asked to bring a flower of their choice from their garden, a nearby field, the roadside. I am certain a couple of people picked it from the garden in the front of the church itself. When they arrived, a large empty vase was waiting for them in the front of the sanctuary. It was watched over by 2 young members of the church school. Each person was invited to place their flower into the vase, a simple act that symbolized something powerful, joining together in community by choice and in beauty. By the end of the service, the vase was overflowing, not just with color, but with the uniqueness of each person. And when it was time to leave, everyone took a different flower from the vase, not one that they brought, but one offered by someone else. No 2 flowers are alike, just as no 2 people are, and yet each flower had a role to play in the shared bouquet. Like our community, we would not be complete without every one. This ritual became a beloved tradition in Čapek's church. It was held each year just before the summer recess, and today it is celebrated in UU congregations across the world. Norbert Čapek, who believed so deeply in freedom of thought and spirit, was later taken to a Nazi concentration camp during World War II. He did not survive, but his vision did. In 1940, his wife, Reverend Maya Čapek, brought the flower communion to her UU congregation in Cambridge, Massachusetts, and from there, it blossomed.
Good morning. Good morning. I am Barbara Bryce. I'm the chair of the Religious Exploration Committee, which is a very fun committee, and we need more people. And I was going to call Mallory Hicks up, our outgoing Religious Exploration Coordinator, but she's already here. But I would also like at this time to invite any RE committee members, teachers, and students, if you would like to come forward and join us. Awesome. That's great. Oh, good. Oh, we're getting a bit of a crowd. Imagine that. That's great. Welcome. Thank you. All right, Mallory. 3 years ago, you enthusiastically jumped in with both feet to the brand new RE coordinator position. You transitioned us out of the post-COVID world into the vibrant RE revival we have today. Back then, we only had 3 kids in the program. Yours. And now, this year, we had 15. We are back, baby. Yeah. As our RE leader, we have been so blessed by your warmth, dedication, intelligence, organization, creativity, the earlier mentioned enthusiasm, and unflappable flexibility. We have watched you develop into an amazing storyteller and share your gift with the congregation during time for all ages like today. You have shepherded us through this big year of transition with a part-time minister, serving RE and our beloved community with diligent shared ministry, which is the hallmark of our church. We wish you the very best, now I'm gonna lose it, in your future ventures, knowing that you will stay involved with RE because, like Lewis, you cannot escape being an RE parent. So we would like you to have some tokens of our deep appreciation, gratitude, and love. And Tina?
Tilly, would you like to give her this? This is from the children of KUC.
So we would like you to open that now. Yes. Okay, thanks. Sorry, I kind of wrapped it, but that's okay, it's pretty. Awesome. This was made by our children with Tina.
And it says Mallory on it, so in case she forgets who she is.
Please join me as you are able in an ovation for Mallory Hicks.
As a cute aside, this is the girl that said when she first came here, just don't ask me to speak in front of people.
And I also just wanted to add, I have some flowers for Mallory, which I of course left in my office. But as a new minister coming in, having a fellow lifelong UU who understands what this tradition, this living tradition means, has made a world of difference in my finding my way here. So thank you again, Mallory, for all that you have given this congregation.
I did not prepare a speech. But thank you. It has been amazing and rewarding, and if I continue to speak, I will cry. So, thank you.
Time for a new folder, Matt. This is the lost service.
Generosity is one of the values of our Unitarian Universalist tradition. And at this time, we will be collecting the offering as well as your petals, your flowers, your orange highlights of the year. So with gratitude and in generosity, we invite you to share your gifts.
Inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Someone warm them from below till the rain comes tumbling down. Pulling weeds, picking stones, man is made of dreams and bones. Feel the need to grow my own, for the time is close at hand. Grain for grain, sun and rain, find my way in nature's chain. Tune my body and my brain to the music from the land. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, someone warm them from below. Someone warm them from below till the rain comes tumbling down. Plant your rows straight and long, temper them with prayer and song. Mother Earth will make you strong if you give her love and care. See the crow watch hungrily from his perch in yonder tree. In my garden I'm as free as that feathered thief up there. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Someone warm them from below till the rain comes tumbling down.
Please join me in the words of offering dedication found in your order of service. We dedicate these gifts in service of our mission to actively create compassionate community and work for a fair and peaceful world. As we are here for our last service of the year, I thought we could use a bonus set of joys and sorrows, which we traditionally only do on the first Sunday of the month. So we are going to do it again. In our community, we make time to share pieces of our lives with one another. We do this because each person in the community has value. Each person's experiences matter. We take this sacred time to reflect on our joys and sorrows and acknowledge the mutual support of our community. If you would like, you may come forward and release a stone in the water in silence, or with a brief verbal expression of a special joy or sorrow. Please share the tweet version rather than the blog post. If you would like to share this morning, please line up on either side of the sanctuary and come forward one at a time, and then you can return to your seats down through the middle aisle. And if it is a challenge for you to come forward and you have something that you would like to share, please raise your hand at the end, and we will bring a microphone to you.
My name is Annie, and my joy is that I'm having a sleepover with my friends on June 21st.
Carl Jacobs, I have two joys. One is that on Tuesday I will be married 58 years to Ruth. What a journey. But the other is, I think at the last Joys and Sorrows, I said that the City Council would have the opportunity to vote for a peace poll, and they unanimously voted to have a peace poll on Central Square in Keene. So this congregation was a part of that. There's actually, I think there's been some money collected already in support of that effort. We'll probably be talking to you some more about money, but just very excited about what the peace poll can mean as a symbol of what Keene is all about. Stone.
I'm Ruthie, and I'm happy that the dandelions are back.
I'm Stella Scott, and my joy is it's gardening season, and I get to garden with some wonderful people in the gardens around this church.
I'm Ernie, and my joy is that school's almost over, and tomorrow I'm going to have a field trip to the bowling alley.
I am Betsy, and I have a joy. My youngest grandson is graduating from high school this month. I'm very proud of him. He and his older brother will be working in Wellfleet on Cape Cod this summer. Christopher, the youngest, is going to be a lifeguard on the ocean, and the oldest, Thomas, is going to be a teller in a Wellfleet bank. And they're going to be living in a house which my son has built in Wellfleet. The two boys together are going to be batching it and cooking before their mother even gets to have her first use of the new kitchen. So yay, mama.
I'm Ellie, and I'm happy that it's warm outside.
I'm Deborah. I'm grateful for Rowan's leadership
in this year of transition for extraordinary staff, music, office, everybody. And I'm especially grateful for the extraordinary volunteers of our congregation who hold this place together and make it happen every week. The number of hours, the amount of work, the compassion, the passion that they have. So that's my gratitude.
Amen.
Hi, I'm Carol Hill. As many of you know, or some of you know maybe, my brother-in-law died this past week, and he has now joined his wife of 65 years as of June 11th. She died August 15th, and his dear children are now saying they're having a heavenly anniversary.
Hi, I'm Marcus, and I'm just really glad that spring has finally arrived and summer. I made it back from my another leg of my worldwide Peace Bicycle Flower Tour to Holland and France. Next stop, Vietnam and Cambodia.
So I'm doing a blue sky post and not a tweet. This is social justice, and I'm very fearful for our country right now, the way people are being kidnapped off the streets if you're from a foreign country, or being held from any foreign country at all. I'm hoping that the Olympics and the soccer players will stay away from our country, and that other people won't come to our country for the time being until we've changed our administration. And I hope that ICE stays out of our way. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Devorah Kelly, and I have two joys. One is when I was here a year ago, May, June, I was here for breast cancer surgery and treatment. This June, I'm cancer-free. Yay. And my other joy is that when I leave to go back to Mexico on June 25th, my 13-year-old grandson is going with me, followed about a week and a half later by his parents. So I continue to be with family. But I've so enjoyed seeing all of you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Carol. I have an immense joy. My second grandson, Micah James, was born April 3rd, and I realized I missed several joys and sorrows, so I hadn't shared that yet.
I'm Emma, and the worst happened due to the budget cuts, the efficiency cuts in Massachusetts, where my son is a teacher. 7 teachers were laid off, and because their budget didn't pass. But the state is stepping in and giving them 75% unemployment insurance because they're so upset about this happening, and they want to keep the teachers around and hope to bring them back as soon as possible in some way, shape, or form. And the whole community has been supporting the teachers and telling them how angry and upset they are that this is happening. It was almost the entire science department and of his school. And so he is doing well and feeling supported by that. And that's the good hope, is that the communities of Keene and in other places that I know are stepping up and trying to support people who have been laid off, from people who really worked hard and given and are working in service to the community, and they're being laid off, and they're trying to support them in any way they can. And that's my joy.
My name is Jay. This past week we had a very special opportunity to go to a very special graduation. Our 20-year-old niece, who has been hospitalized in psychiatric hospitals for the last 5.5 years, graduated from high school. And it was a wonderful day, a real testament to her perseverance as well as her parents' perseverance.
And I have a sorrow. A week ago, 2 of my siblings parted ways after an explosive, angry event, and it appears permanent.
I'm Oliver, and I'm gonna have a surgery to get my tonsils out.
Joy or concern? Or both?
Both.
Grab a stone.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, you will. Go grab your stuff.
Hi, I'm Rich. I have 2 big joys. And one is this place and Rowan's presence here with us. And the second one is starting a Master in Divinity at Star King School of Ministry with a concentration in chaplain studies in the fall, and I am so excited about it.
Hi, everybody. I'm Tina. I just wanted to express my gratitude, and Suzanne came over and commiserated with me on this, for all of the support that this church has given us for the Keene Multicultural Center and for the immigrants. We have a lot of different activities that we've been able to do here thanks to our wonderful, caring, and giving church. And, you know, we'll continue to have ESL classes. They'll be finishing up. And because of this church, we have people who can come here in the evenings and take part in the ESL class. And we have other events that have been happening here. And I also want to thank folks so much from the bottom of my heart for those who attended and gave to the benefit concert. There's a nice little card that Andy Chapman wrote to the church that's on the bulletin board out there if you want to read it. And it's just wonderful to feel supported in this time of uncertainty for this population. So thank you.
Good morning, Kim Clark. My joy is that when I walked in this morning, I started smiling and I just haven't stopped. And thank you, Rowan. You're a bright light here at this congregation. Oliver, you made me smile a lot. And just that is a really special thing that I'm very grateful for this place.
I'm Rebecca. I have a joy and a sorrow. First, a sorrow. My colleague of about 18 years and friend
Philip died unexpectedly last Sunday. He was only 65. So the joy is that Dan and I have been in New Hampshire just almost a year. It'll be a year in July that we've been here permanently. And it's been a wonderful year. It was worth the risk we took and the hard work to move all the way from Pennsylvania, 9 hours away. And one of the best parts of it has been this church this first full year. So thank you, everybody, for such a warm welcome and so many friends in just a year.
I have two joys of my own to share. One is a joy of gratitude for all of you who helped make the ordination happen. It was just so joy-filled for me, and to hear stories from you all and from the Burlington congregation about how excited the two of you, the two congregations, are to continue to be connected, and also how meaningful it was to other people besides me. It felt really exciting. And then the second joy is that my wife Caitlin and I are expecting another child. So, if all goes well, it'll be around November. So I'll be working with the board to figure out parental leave and the likes. But it is an absolute joy for us that we are so pleased to be able to share. And I will also put an additional stone in for anyone who has a joy or a sorrow on their heart. Oh, I guess there's one more. And then I will put in an additional stone for everyone else.
It suddenly occurred to me, I'm Lindsay Bartlett, and I just want to say out loud that Janet Morrison, who has been with us, moved here 4 years ago to be with her family, has brought so much joy into my life, so much into this church, and I've been having a lot of feelings about her moving away. And I don't know if you're listening out there, Janet, but you're always going to have a front row seat in my heart for sure. And I look forward to staying in touch. And thank you for the gifts that you brought to our congregation. And Janet really reminded me about the importance of play. And I know that we're going to stay in touch. And I have a tendency not to stay in touch with folks. And she's not going to let that happen. And I appreciate that.
Good morning. Good morning. Just a few minutes ago, we heard Mallory talking to us about Norbert Chopik. And we're going to, actually, the song that the choir is going to sing is a song called My Life is Made Worthwhile. And it was recently discovered that this gentleman, Norbert, wrote this in March 31st of 1942. While at the camp in Dachau, Germany, before he died. So here is this song, My Life is Made Worthwhile.
In my soul which remains both quiet and
shrine. I trust that I have lived a life worth giving. For heaven waits for those whose spirits have won through. But I am sure that my life was worth living. And they will find the sun, whose minds have let them rise, and stand against the darkness and the mayhem. I might be disappointed, I might fall in the fight, but I am sure that my life was worth living. The life which is to come has been my holy shrine. I trust that I have lived a life worth giving.
We are recognizing that love is at the center of this congregation. The love that keeps this people and this place humming and strumming along. Friends, there is more standing to do because congregational life is a team sport. It is my intention to name all of the ways that we come together, sometimes one or two people at a time, sometimes scores of people. Because this is a robust congregation with a lot going on, this is going to take us a little while. And I fear that I might forget a group. So at the end, if we have forgotten to name a group, you'll help us get it right, won't you? And we are talking about this year. So if you have served on a certain committee last year or a decade ago, thank you, but today is not the day to stand unless you also served this year. And for those of you who are attending via live stream, we invite you to stand when the category applies to you too for this year.
If this year you served on any of the teams or committees or projects that I name, please stand and stay standing. Or raise your hand in the air. Nominating. Stewardship, Budget, and Finance. Fundraising Committee. Anyone who helped with a fundraiser, like the green sale or the book sale, etc. Any garden volunteers for the Memorial Garden, fall and spring cleanup days, and any other garden projects? Anyone who shoveled snow, chipped away at ice or salted our sidewalks? Property Committee? Anyone who helped with a Sweat Equity Saturday or tackled a specific building project? If you dedicated time to organize the library or sort through old materials or spruce up the building in any other way. If you worked on our new KUUC archival project, and everyone who worked toward our historic building recognition. Thank you for your service. You may be seated. We've got more at the end.
In this year, you served on any of the teams or committees. If you served on any of the teams or committees or projects I name, please stand and stay standing or raise your hand in the air. Engaged with a social justice project. Welcoming congregation renewal team. and those who participated in an event, and those who helped with pride. The UU Climate Justice Revival leadership, and those who participated. Youth Recycling Ambassadors, YRA. Where are they? Oh, there you are. Community Breakfast Leadership and Crew. Supported the new Keene Multicultural Center, located within our space. Participated in a Monadnock Interfaith Project listening session or event. Anyone who liaised, is that the word? Liaised, that's a tricky word, with any group that uses our space. Thank you for your service. You may be seated.
Instructions remain the same. Please stand and stay standing or raise your hand if you served on the worship committee for even part of the year. If you led a worship service. If you played a role in a service, including lighting the chalice, serving as a welcomer, an ambassador, a reader. If you sang in the choir, even just once. If you served on the music committee, or played an instrument, or danced in a service, or acted in a play. Anyone who has rung the church bell, served on the membership committee, including those who led the new UU classes. Anyone who shared food at a meeting or a potluck. Everyone who purchased coffee and tea, made coffee, or refilled the creamer when it was empty. Or cleaned up. Thank you for your service. You may be seated.
If this year you served on any of the teams or committees or project I name, please stand up and stay standing or raise your hand in the air. Seems to be the same. The board and all their task forces, including the transition team, the personnel committee, the communications committee, the ordination planning team, all the people who volunteered to pull off the ordination, the caring circle committee, and anyone who offered someone else a ride, brought someone a meal, or wrote a card. If you knitted a prayer shawl or participated in the craft circle, anyone who led or shared some wisdom in the book group, the UU Christian Scriptures Fellowship Group, KUUC Outdoors. Thank you for your service. You may be seated.
So same introduction. So stand or wave your hand if you were part of a religious exploration committee. All of the Sunday morning RE volunteers. Time for all ages, leaders and participants. And for anyone who helped religious exploration in any other way, rise now and join the abundant crew. Thank you. You may be seated.
And it's not just congregants who make this place happen. Staff also play a huge part. Please stand and stay standing for Donna leading us in music and also our substitutes. Anyone who's substituted for music. Susan behind the scenes, our tech, David Tubner, our many tech volunteers, if you've ever volunteered to help push a button or help David in some way with tech. Mallory for religious exploration. Thank you for your contributions. You may be seated unless you're... And we're almost at the end. It's about time, but there's more. All the people who couldn't commit to a regular role, but they did what they could when they could, like bringing treats to a coffee hour, helping haul chairs or clean up coffee cups, taking a moment to talk to someone who looks like they need a friendly interaction. Anyone who did any of those things, please stand. And now is your time to shout out if I missed any other key groups. All right, let's give a big round of applause. It takes a whole community to make a community, so thank you for all that you have done to make this place work. And everyone who came for the first time this year. Yay for you too. Thank you. Now we are going to sing a hymn. What number is it? 346, just the first two verses. Come sing a song with me. Please rise in body and or in spirit.
We recently held 2 new UU classes. In the first class, we talked about the various journeys that led each of us to this community and what prompted us to choose this place as our church home. We then talked about the history of Unitarian Universalism. In the second class, we talked about our congregation here in Keene, how it works, and ways to get involved. And we talked about what membership means so that each person could come to a decision that sat well with their own sense of integrity. Friends of the church are welcome to participate fully in all activities. Come to worship with us, attend our social events, learn in our classes, make new friendships, let this community feed you, and give back as you are able. We have many friends in our midst, and we value you. Membership is something more. When you sign the book and become a member of this church, you are saying that your commitment to this community runs deeper. As a member, you are making a pledge to share your time, talent, and treasure with this community, and to use the privilege of your voice and your vote at both our budget and our annual meetings. You will help shape the future of our beloved community for generations to come. Membership is also a promise to stay connected by staying in relationship to the people in this community. to ask questions, to raise ideas, to offer assistance, to be present, to ask for what you need, to forgive when necessary, and to practice compassion, even as we all strive to be better human beings sharing this planet. So this is a day to celebrate, even as it is a day of growth and change. Our community is growing, and we must draw the circle wider to make room for these new members who have decided we are worthy of their friendship, trust, and commitment. I will now call our 10 newest members up front, and please bring your insert from the order of service with you. Frank Dubisky, Rebecca McCoy and Dan Simpkins, Julia Brock and Matt Lawler. I don't think, is Peter Tilka here today? I don't see him. Donna Boronak could not be with us today. Gwen Powers, Emma Stamis, and Ed Stamis.
I invite the congregation to read the words printed in the insert in your order of service. We welcome you as the newest members. And now I invite our new members to read their response.
We join you today with open hearts. We are new to this community, and there are many things we don't know yet. We hope you will reach out and help us learn. We also come to you with a lifetime of experiences from other places. We hope you will take the time to hear the wisdom and fresh ideas we bring. We will strive to bring our whole selves to the table, understanding that we each bring something unique and precious to the circle. Today we take our place among you with joy and confidence.
And we have a special gift for each of our new members that Deb McClay is handing out. It's a copy of the Unitarian Universalist Pocket Guide so that you all may have a chance to read a little bit more deeply about Unitarian Universalism. And now, to everyone, please join me in welcoming our newest members of the Keene Unitarian Universalist Church. Thank you. You may all be seated. Except that you are going to be rising again immediately for hymn number 346, verses 3 and 4 will complete the song that we started. We're now going to do a ritual that I like to call Petals of the Year Unfolding. And so now we're going to share with you some of those petals that you wrote on. And I'd like to invite Ellie and Annie to come forward to help us put them on our tree. And Deborah and Lindsay to help me in reading. We are thankful for all of the ways we have grown this past year, for singing, for the children's service Mad Live sermon and Carol Mills' infectious joy, for the lamentation space after the election seems prescient and caring, and for everyone pulling together to make spiritual magic happen.
For support and community, for the warmth I feel in our church community, for the chance to work for others, for love, 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 oh, oh. For the enthusiasm in this church, for Rowan, for the music, for the people, for the joy.
The incredible music. Petals and lots of petals and lots of pollen and more petals. Oops. Sorry, getting my stickies mixed up. Finding a new spiritual community. Rejuvenation of the commitment of our church community. Our children and their families.
Truth. I am thankful for all the RE teachers and the meaningful classes my children attended, especially the children's service. New community and new friends. Feeling of joy and renewal. Thankful for so many new people coming to KUUC, new energy and ideas.
For a safe place to grow and love and people and become and also have fun. Music Sunday, welcoming congregation, renewal team. Every service we have had, inspirational, educational, wonderful. I love the music and all of the creativity.
Rev Rowan's ordination, amazing experience. I am thankful for the warmth of this community. As a new member, I am so grateful for the warm welcome. Our congregation and the larger UU community. Travel to Tulip Time, still and becoming mirthfulness? Sounds good, just not sure if I read it right. Faith and strength in community.
Finding a new UU community, the ordination, welcoming into a community that is filled with joy and friendship and opportunities to be of service to others. Just being there, the building of community and the budding of new friendships.
For the support of Keene Multicultural Center, for feeling supported in all of my work for KUUC, being inspired by my KUUC family to keep aspiring to be myself. Saying hello to people I've
saying hello to people I've met at KUC in and around Keene. Thank you. First time here, and very glad to be here, feeling very welcome. Thank you. Music and community, the book group and music. I don't know why I have so many more of these. I have loved being back in my home church and collecting hugs. Old friends and lots of new people, book group, ordination, Rowan, Van Ness, and our rebirth.
Meeting new friends and developing a strong tribe. Many kind, welcoming faces, music, unending support and love. I'm thankful for a fuller sanctuary and an energetic minister. Energetic and joyful worship. All the moments of connection, open hearts, and playfulness.
Thank you all for nurturing these flowers and helping our congregation blossom.
Now is the time for us to begin our flower ceremony. As you come up, please take the outer aisles to come down and choose the flower that speaks to you, one you did not bring. When you return to your seats, please use the middle aisle. If you find it difficult to get down here to choose a flower, please raise your hand and we will bring you one. If you are joining us virtually today, I hope you have flowers you can see in your home or out your windows. Know that you are an important part of our community as well. Let's turn around and wave. We are here together. Someone start. As we share our flowers together today, we honor Chapek's hope that we might walk together, each of us bringing our own gifts, each open to receiving the beauty of one another. May the flowers we offer and receive today remind us we are not alone, we are needed, and that with our diversity, we create something more beautiful than any one of us could alone. Let us continue this ritual in love and in community.
Our final hymn today is hymn 326, Let All the Beauty We Have Known. Please rise in body or in spirit to join in singing it. Suzanne, please come forward for the extinguishing of our chalice. You will find the chalice extinguishing words in your order of service. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of our commitment. These we carry in our hearts and share with the world until we are together again. And my benediction for you all today is this. One we do together. Please repeat after me. It is a blessing. It is a blessing. It is a blessing to be. It is a blessing to be. It is a blessing to be together. It is a blessing to be together. It is a blessing to be together again. It is a blessing to be together again. Go in peace and enjoy some ice cream.